To install WampServer, visit WampServer.com. The website may default to the French version, so I'll go ahead and click the English link. Next, we need to scroll down and select the WampServer version that best matches your system specifications. If you're on a 32-bit system, you'll need to click this first link here. If on the other hand, you're on a 64-bit system, you'll click this link. To check your system specifications, you can open Windows Explorer and right-click on Computer and select Properties. Next to the label System Type, you'll see 64-bit or 32-bit. There's also other important information that may be useful to you. Since I'm on a 64-bit system, I'm going to go ahead and click on the 64-bit download link. This launches an alert box that provides some useful tips prior to downloading and installing WAMP. This second one here is very important. There are two common errors that occur during installation. The first is the msvcr110.dll file is missing. And the second error is vcruntime140.dll is missing. If you do get any one of these errors while installing WAMP, you'll need to download and install Visual C++ redistributable for Visual Studio. And I'll just open this link to show you that this is what you'll need to download. You'll need to download and install it. So the first, you just select your language and then click download. And then you download the file based on whether you're using a 64-bit or 32-bit system. If you're using 64-bit, you would check this and then click next. The download will begin, and once it's finished, you can run the setup. Now this is only if you do receive those two error messages. Since I already have this package installed on the system, I don't need to run the setup file. I'll go ahead and click the download directly link to download WampServer installation. The download will start automatically, and it'll save to your downloads folder unless you've specified otherwise. I already have the installation file downloaded, so I've canceled the download. And I'm going to go to my downloads page, and I'm going to click on the installation file. Click next. Accept the agreement and click next. By default, it'll install into my C drive and into the WAMP folder. So unless you want to install it into another folder, just go ahead and click next. I've already had this installed on the system previously, so you probably won't get this message. So I'll go ahead and click yes. You can create the desktop icons in quick launch icon. Click next, and then install. Now we'll need to choose the default browser associated with WAMP. Since I use Google Chrome, I'll go into the Program Files directory and then into the Google folder and select Chrome application. And I'm going to select the chrome.exe file because I typically use Chrome a lot more than Internet Explorer. So I'll choose that as my default browser. And you won't get this message again because I've had this installed in the past. It's asking me if I want to overwrite a previous file. So I'll just click yes. Once your installation is finished, it'll ask you to set up the SMTP server that PHP will use when using the function, the mail function. Now, since we're going to be using an external SMTP server, we don't need to set this up. So you can just leave the default settings and click next. We don't need to launch the server. We'll be doing that in the next lesson, so I'll just uncheck that. and click Finish. Now when I minimize my browser, I can see that the desktop icon was created, and so the installation was successful.